Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 15, Season 16, the ticket lies, Season 16, Week 4. Today, we're taking a look at Team Cranberry Sprite taking on Team Gotham, and I thought I was going to have to be doing 3 consecutive solo casts and lose my mind by the end of it, but thank God, Giraffe parachuted out of the ether and now he's with me here on this one. How you doing, Giraffe?
So, how's it going?
Alright.
I'm great. How are you?
I could be better. Techies ban, Windrunner ban, Undying ban, all coming out here very quick. I will say, no disrespect to Kid Dynamite. It does feel like immediately looking at this game, your eyes immediately notice Big Boy LaCroix's out this week. He is being stood in for. And Kid Dynamite can play 3 okay, don't get me wrong. But this week, Gotham is going to be playing without the guy his team is arguably built around. So this is going to hoit.
You think it's built around Big Boy?
Yeah, no, I know it's built around Big Boy LaCroix. It's like, he's got Lime playing Pause 1, who is like a hardcore learning Pause 1. Gotham and
Well, I was
Space...
gonna say it's built around Line.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Line
there you go.
learning is a huge factor in their game plan.
That's true, there we go. LineDetail.com. CM first pick here. Interesting first pick. Haven't seen a lot of first pick CM so far in this tournament.
I think the hero is actually relatively strong. But
It's
maybe not first pick.
It's especially strong in a climate where very few people are willing to pick a lot of supports that have stuns. You're not seeing a lot of Jakiro this season, you're not seeing a lot of Ogre Magi, you're not seeing a lot of Lion, a lot of Shaman, not even that much like Witch Doctor. So if you get a CM out, even if it's pretty early, it is quite likely that they're going to have a core like this Primal Beast to be the one specifically saving to get rid of the CM ult. And of course you also have a stun yourself, so I would say in an LD2L context, not a bad pick in many circumstances.
Yeah, it can also stop the Primal Beast charge, but I feel like this is more of an offlane Primal Beast.
Yeah, it's most likely mid or offlane. I know a lot of people are trying to make the Primal Beast mid thing happen again. I am the Juggernaut. I am bad in this game.
Do you know... I guess Gotham team switches their lineup pretty constantly on who's playing what role. I know Space Cowboy must have played mid against us.
Yeah, Space Cowboy was playing Bazoo. I think he might be staying in the mid lane. I've heard rumblings that he's staying there, but it may just be Gotham again.
Could he potentially be off lane here, or...?
No, it's almost certainly going to be Kid Dynamite playing Pause 3. Nyx Assassin up.
Really like the Nyx pick, honestly. It's good against Pugna, but it just feels like you...
It also trolls the hell out of Primal Beast.
I guess so for a little bit with your Carapace, but I just don't like showing your 2 support picks in your first round.
5 seconds remaining.
I think this is fine. I think this is probably fine. Like, that didn't make me like the Nyx pick any less. It made me like the CM pick less, but whatever, that's a Pause 5.
Yeah, I mean, CM first pick is always going to be rough.
One of the upsides you get with Nyx, one of the silent upsides, is that there's a lot of heroes that you really can't pick into Nyx at all. He is more of a ban than you get in your second ban round, really. And apparently, secretly, he was not actually a support at all. You've been trolled. It's likely going to be...
you don't know that. Witch Doctor offlane is a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It usually does with IO, but...
Yeah, Witch Doctor offlane was a thing, you know.
5 seconds.
CM mid, maybe? Okay, probably Bloodseeker on Copycat, I assume, because
More than
Coffee
likely.
loves that hero, apparently.
Apparently he does. At the very least, compared to most games so far, where we've seen the Bloodseeker on Coffee Cat in very substandard Bloodseeker games, so far this is like God's gift to Bloodseeker games. This is like as good as it gets. You know for a fact at least one of these two is going to be a core, so your Rupture is going to kill this completely inert at least somebody. Silence on the Pugna is something that he hates and he can't deal with forever. And he got the PA, and that's annoying for the Bloodseeker, but... do you care? You got a Nyx Assassin and nothing has answered him yet, so Nyx can just eat that poor PA for a large part of this game.
The Radiant is relatively squishy, other than Nyx Carapace, so PA, I don't hate it.
On one hand, there is that. On the other hand, I'm already... Unless something astounding happens in this final pick phase, it is kind of hard for me to see the point where, like they're just gonna be killing her just as fast. Like, she jumps on the, you know, let's say she jumps on the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor explodes, and then Nyx hits her and she explodes, or Bloodseeker hits her and she just explodes.
Yeah, I mean, one carapace, if Nyx gets a Dagon and then stuns, dead. And I'm assuming Otto is probably going to go for a very heavy farming mid here.
Hey, I mean...
5 seconds remaining.
I think it's kind of likely one of these two heroes that's picked has already been mid. Otto has not been doing his traditional brand of farming mid much this season so far.
I really hope it's not Nyx mid in this game.
Hey, he could,
that's all I'll say.
If it wasn't banned, he could try and go for another LC game where he wins 0 duels. That could be fun.
You cut out a bit, but I'm assuming you said LC there?
Yeah, if LC wasn't banned, he could run it again and hopefully get 0 duels again.
I don't think it's a good LC game. I know you're memeing on him, but
no,
it's not.
No.
Game.
I mean, hey, my prediction there would be right. He would get 0 duels.
I know his Jug's banned, but something like Jug that can actually farm and show up to fights.
Lifestealer, there you go.
Sniper.
Should not pick.
No, that's banned too.
That situation.
Dire team pick.
Doxia.
So it is next mid. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not a fan.
Well, so far, Nyx mid has a 100% win rate this season. That's the good news. Yes. On J-Bay playing at mid once, and even then, the team you were opposing kind of had to throw to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, we gave them Dusa and they lost.
Remaining.
What's your opinion on new patch, by the way? Do you think Dusa will be no longer a first phase hero? Got nerfed again.
Yeah, maybe. Overall, it's always a sad day to see a patch which is literally made up of 100% nerfs. I'm thinking less about Medusa, and I'm thinking more about global hero parity, really, with the patch. Because that's, even after the last one, before this one, it's still been a problem where it just kind of feels like there's really 2 ideal heroes. Like, somewhere between 2 and 4 ideal heroes in every role, and if you pick anything besides that, you're trolling yourself.
I don't think it's quite that restricted.
Yeah,
maybe in Pro Dota it is, but in our league,
it's not quite that bad. I think it's actually in its heyday. Like when this number patch first came out, it was like at its worst ever. Actually, in lower Dota, it's like if somebody in an LD2L scenario picks the Medusa before it gets nerfed at all after the rework in 7.3.3 itself, that's like a 100% win rate basically right there. Even if you have one of the 2 heroes with a positive win rate against it, you're probably not
on Hollywood's team.
Yeah, there you go.
Easy Nyx counter.
Easy money.
We definitely did not sweat it all that game.
Also, that was after the first nerf, I believe. Was it not?
Yeah, first nerf, but not like the 4th nerf.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the 4th consecutive nerf. I still don't... I think there are some more, like... There's some deeper running problems that are why the hero parity is so bad, most notably universal heroes, which should not really get even looked at this patch. Bristleback.
Oh, interesting.
That's weird.
That's KD, I assume.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
It looks like Gotham is going to keep going back to mid, yep.
Gotham Prime.
Otto is Crystal Maiden!
That. It could be Pugna mid.
Otto is Crystal Maiden, what is going on?
CM mid, okay. I mean, he did pick Jakiro mid last week, right?
Yeah, that's true. And he even won after one of the most horrible to watch Dota games I've ever sat through.
I didn't get to see that one. What happened?
It's one of the games, like, the Cranberry Sprite team won at 20 minutes, basically, and the game lasted in 90 goddamn minutes.
Did he have a good build at least? Because my my 82L league, there's a Jakiro mid that built Deso into bots.
Nice.
Against us. We completely destroyed them, obviously.
Well, that's good.
What did Otto buy? Was it like magical build or?
Yeah, it was all magical build. Like got an early Ags, got Gleipnir.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
just
smart.
trying to combo people to stay inside the ult. And they almost lost until Faceless Void randomly bought a Moonshark because he wanted to solo the Tormentor. And therefore he didn't have buyback, and therefore Cranberry Team won. And that's really what happened after 90 goddamn minutes of Dota.
I'm not really sure what this Bristleback pick counters.
I mean, the Bristleback, yeah. Very, very awkward picking the Bristleback into the Bloodseeker. I don't like that
I would
matchup.
have liked to see some CC or something.
I mean, nobody picks CC in this league right now. It's like, in the series I just recorded, there was like 4 stuns over 2 games.
See you later, nerds.
I mean, yeah, right now all they have is Primal Beast Charge and Spirit Breaker Charge.
Yep. They have, they also have the Crepify, which is not a stun, but you're so slow, it's at least going to help you out a little bit. And the Bristleback Snot is gonna help out a little bit. But that's, yeah, that's all they have. It's gonna be very difficult for them to actually, like, chase anybody, anything. I mean, you got the Primal Beast, yeah, but 1 stun on the Primal Beast, he ain't chasing nobody no more.
30 seconds to battle.
Okay, so it is Gotham off lane.
Or at least it's Gotham standing in the offlane. I assume it's probably not going to be Bristleback. At least it better not be Bristleback mid. I guess it would be Bristleback mid versus CM mid, so... Castero doesn't have anywhere to charge except to his death.
And he also leveled his charge level 1, which is not what you want to do. That bash is broken.
The battle begins.
Oof. Holiday turns the right-click contest into a PA loses half her health contest.
Yeah, no more blood grenades though, so they don't get the kill.
Hey, there is at least 1 blood grenade on Pugna who's going to... Yeah,
I mean, not on anyone who's going on
What the hell is this mid matchup?
KD mid, okay. I thought so.
Oh my
There's
god.
no way KD plays offlane.
Hey, he did when he was standing in the last season. He was like doing Pit Lord. And he picked an offlaner and then was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this mid actually.
So I did random Bristleback last night, and I played it mid, and we won.
Did you win? Oh, there you go. So Gotham could potentially, I mean, he's playing up against CM mid. This is the biggest meme I've ever seen. I mean, I know, let's just be honest with ourselves. Let's indulge in the real politic for just 1 moment, at least enough to say, this is kind of a meme season. It's week 4, we already know who's gonna win. Right?
Well, I think the more meme is that everyone makes playoffs, so people don't really necessarily have to try in regular season.
Radiant's courier has been
That's
killed.
another part of the meme, but like, we already know who's gonna win. It is not particularly subtle. There is 1 team this season, I don't know if you could guess who it is,
Has been killed.
but it's like, there was like 1 loss on the entire chart, and that's just when they just so flagrantly got just
That's
complacent
when
and lazy through.
US Danny was forced to play carry.
Yeah. And,
I remember, because I was not there.
yeah, there you go. And, I mean, yeah, it's a meme season, but CM mid, a little much. This is
I
gonna
think
be...
we all knew this was coming, though, with the auction draft. Like, first time most
Yeah.
people doing auction draft.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
nobody
bit
had no
interesting.
idea what they were doing on the auction draft. It did not help that there were a grand total of 2 mid-mains in the entire pool.
Yeah, and now one of them is not even a mid-main that's shitting on everyone else, called JBay.
Hey, JV wasn't even the other mid-main.
That's what I'm saying. He's shitting on all the mid-mains. All 2 of them. With his
It's very unfortunate.
random Willow or Meepo. So, speaking of that, he actually just suggests heroes out of nowhere. Like, he won't tell us. He's like, so I'm thinking of a hero, I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it. And then he picks it.
Oh, that's
and it works
good.
out. He's like he's kind of like Otto.
You can definitely tell JBay's been on teams with the US Danny before, because the US Danny Classic is everyone debates on what the next pick should be, and then everybody agrees, and 2 seconds pass, and Danny's like, actually, no, I don't like this. And no explanation and no alternative. That's the US Danny pick FaZe classic right there. If you've never been on a team with them, that's what it's like.
I have not.
No,
That
Cranberry
sounds
Sprite's
alright.
clarity. So that's how J-Bay does it. He just doesn't say what he's picking, so US Danny doesn't even get to oh, good use of the jump there.
Yeah, but I would like to point out here he has 3 CS.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a guy
play
learning
better.
mid. It's a guy learning mid, playing against like
You mean off or safe lane?
yeah, the guy learning safe lane, playing against one of the strongest off lanes in this season. I mean, what are you gonna do about that? Oh, you're gonna get Spaz killed randomly off camera. Let's see how that just goes down. Okay, this is just Primal Beast doing Primal Beast things. Nothing to see here, folks!
I will say I appreciate the Darkseer pick now that I'm thinking about that lane, because PA is gonna have a rough time no matter what.
Radiant's bottom
That's
tower
not what I want to do.
is attacked.
Yeah, that was not the intended goal there.
Game's not that bad.
Anyway, with all that hoo-ha now out of the way, it's time for the roll call. On Team Cranberry Sprite, Pause 1, Mr. Most Improved, Coffee Cat on the Bloodseeker. Pause Tips, Pause 2, Otto von Bismarck inexplicably trying the CM mid for some reason. Pause 3, Captain of the team. You know, I said it in your series, you love to see it. After, legitimately, there have been 2... Between Season 12 and Season 15, I guess including Season 12 and 15, I should say. So really, between 11 and 16, technically. There were 2 Pause 3 captains, and one of them was Matty Boy in Season 12, who really wasn't the captain. He just picked Otto von Bismarck to be the captain for him. You've seen so many Pause 3 captains this season, that's great, because I'm a Pause 3 supremacist. Cranberry Sprite on the Pause 3, on the Darkseer, captain of the team. Pause 4, Holiday, 1999 on the Nyx Assassin, formerly Coddle Man. Seems like he's been abandoning his favorite old man as of late. And Pause 5, you've got Spaz is a Spaz. It's a dead man at this rate, maybe. Nope. He's gonna be living it up here. Please don't do that.
You finished the roll call. That was my contribution.
I didn't even finish it, that was just one team.
Yeah, I'll do it after the other team too, don't worry.
Alright. So, oh man, Tristero, 15 HP! Oh, Holiday's crying himself to sleep tonight. I mean, not really, because this lane is still getting just completely dumpstered. Pause 1, PA, code line. linedetail.com on the PA. Pause 2, Kid Dynamite standing in for Big Boy LaCroix is not usually here. On the bristleback, exactly as inexplicably as a Crystal Maiden. Pause 3, you've got Primal Beast, being played by Captain of the Team Gotham, who I guess knew I was going to talk about Pause 3 captains this game and wanted to be one himself. I assume he's not staying here, because it's just because Big Boy's gone.
Radiant's
Trust me,
middle tower
there was
is
this whole season where some doofus tried to put Big Boy LaCroix on Pause 3, or on Pause 2. It didn't work! And that team, like, totally sucked, and Marcy built a Radiance, and the captain was washed, and OB
Yeah.
Viper Pause 1.
All sounds
Basically,
true.
basically, whoever the captain on that team was the most washed man ever to live on this planet Earth. You know, he's the Homer Simpson sitting in Sector 7G in his nuclear plant. Pause
It's
4,
okay,
Space
he's redeemed
Cowboy.
himself now. He's winning the league this season.
Yeah, probably. Pause 4, Space Cowboy is Pugna. Man, Howler's gonna be pissed when he figures that out. Pause 4, Space Cowboy being played by Pugna. And, Pause 5 was Tristero, playing the Spear Breaker once. But sadly, Tristero is no longer with us. He has moved to the big cow pasture in the sky. This mid is a
Wait,
lot
what?
more equal.
Is that everyone?
No, he didn't really die, he just died in the lane.
Is that everyone though that you called out?
Yes. Okay, I gotta see what happened here. This guy, okay. Oh, I didn't even really consider the ramifications of Primal Beast Trample being magical in that capacity. You know, it is one of the things I often talk about when I talk about Primal Beast. Primal Beast converts his physical damage to magical damage, basically, and you can have a lot of fun abusing that. You can certainly have a lot of fun with it if you're with Pugna. I really actually like that lane combo for that reason.
Can you talk about PA's net worth and his CS?
Oh sure, PA has no last
Is
hits.
under attack.
Yes.
This is somebody who has probably really not played against Darkseer before, to be honest with you. And does not understand, generally, what you're going to be doing against the Darkseer in this lane. Which, I mean, that's okay, everyone's gonna have a first time. So if you're CodeLineLineDesign.com, and you don't want to get a phone call from me again, which, by the way, fun fact, on draft day, you know, CodeLine was supposed to be a captain. I called his number, because he didn't show up to draft, and he still didn't pick up. Very sad. That number on his website is his real number. Please don't abuse that fact. Alright. So,
You probably shouldn't broadcast that.
I mean, he already is broadcasting it. He puts his site in the self-promo every day. Code Line, if you're listening to this, please, my man, get a business number. Anyway, let's watch Bloodseeker pop like a tomato can. Okay, Gotham hits level 6. Oh, yeah, this is a good play here. The way way Gotham played that out was really good, actually, you know. If he had, oh, okay. Let's see that happen as well. I almost missed this. If he had positioned himself a little differently there, that could have been really bad. Cranberry Sprite does go down there. It is a shame that Phantom Assassin doesn't get the kill, but it's going to help them turn it around a little bit here. If you're
I think he was
PA,
just playing a little bit too confident in his abilities.
perhaps.
He was low network or low health, I mean, and
Okay, gotta
stayed.
get a little better at getting the last hits than that. Can't be missing, damn, can't be missing every single kill is what we can't be missing.
Dire's structures.
Gotta just look at this bot lane whenever somebody goes below like 3/4 health, it seems. Gotham is running all over this bot lane so far. It's like not even a contest down here. You know, it is easy to forget, but you know, Gotham in the off lane that is his natural habitat. He is not a 3-player mostly by trade, but he has got no qualms with doing so. He can deliver the
He's
good
doing well so
performance.
far.
Yep.
16 denies. Compared to everyone else, that's huge.
Yeah, and he just ate a massive camp and got 2 jungle items just to
Dire's
put
top
a ball on
tower
top of
is
it.
under
Can you
attack.
go to the net worth?
Yeah, sure, but it's not like it means that much
There
in
it
9
is.
minutes.
I mean, that means a lot in 9 minutes.
Well, that particular net worth, that particular camp, it means a lot of 9 minutes, but right now for most people, you want to see that last hits chart. It's nice and shiny, and this is, not the wall. Okay, it is the wall if Tristero's going to take a bath in it, I guess. That Maledict is going to kill him. Yep,
Dire's
that's
top
a
tower
great,
is under
great go there by the Nyx Assassin, who combined with the Maledict just to make that as miserable as humanly possible. Though this team is split up really badly right now. The 2 offlaners here wanted to just kind of stay and finish this out, and everybody else on the team just wanted to leave.
Because
Those
fight
things were
Falcon same
not-
time as us.
Yep. Those things were not conveyed to each other that well, and so everyone clears town except Cranberry Sprite, who has to take an unfortunate fall, and Nyx Assassin, who has to take the Walk of Shame back to lane now. Meanwhile, Bristleback just casually hitting creeps. So the thing that surprised me the most about this lane is that it was, even though Otto only got 1 level of Frostbite, Kid Dynamite has not been playing that aggressively into him so far. He is starting to take a more dramatic lead with the last hits now, though it was very notable that up until the last couple of minutes it was very equal between them.
Yeah, what's the build on CM, by the way? I saw he had bots. What's
He has
getting
bots,
next?
he has
Oh,
bots
nothing
and
queued.
bottle and
Dire's
has
middle
nothing
tower
queued. Yep.
is under attack.
Okay, if you're an investor, sell all of your linedetail.com stocks right now. Good jump!
Middle tower is under attack.
Good jump at the very least. It's not gonna save him, but at least it looked really cool.
It
Kid
was
Dynamite.
a jump,
is,
not a good jump.
It was a cool jump.
Tower is under attack.
It was a good dodge. Not like it prolonged his life very much, though. Radiant have
Oh, good
overstayed
fun,
their welcome quite a bit. You know, it's almost easy to forget sometimes that with the outpost now, there are 2 different lines of attack, 2 different lines of TP that you have to keep your eye on. If you're fighting in enemy territory like that, like this area right here, is one of the most dangerous places in the entire map as a Radiant. There's just so many ways to come in and get you. I think they maybe let themselves forget that a little bit there. Gotham just KS's from PA, because, you know, she probably didn't need that kill anyway. Lots of havoc coming from that fight at top. Very little good news for the Cranberry Sprite team, except for one thing, Coffee Cat has been completely alone down here. Just gets to farm to his heart's
Still poor,
content.
though.
Yeah, he's still very poor, but I mean, what do you expect? He got stomped to pieces in lane. It is still the unfortunate scenario that Bloodseeker is one of the harder heroes to mount a big comeback on. You're quite far gone. And as you can see from the net worth chart, doing better than Piang a little bit. We got
What is
equally
he building on
dumpster.
Bloodseeker? Is he
What
going
is
Maelstrom?
he building? He is going Maelstrom, and he's bringing out the Javelin now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Okay.
attack.
So he will be farming a bit.
Yeah.
But not like
Even-
you with Battle Fury.
Yeah, even with the Maelstrom, you're still definitely going to be farming much slower than really any of the cores on the Dire lineup.
Radiant structures
It's like KD on Bristleback mid is rushing into Ags, which I like.
It's interesting there. Okay. Well, it suddenly sucks to be Gotham! Yeah, great! Great cask. Holy crap, this wall is
Coffee
huge!
needs to- Oh no, Coffee! Gotta get out of there after that rupture.
Gigantic wall of illusion takes down the entirety, well, not the entirety of the Dire, but 3 out of the 5 on the Dire.
That was a
3
really
under
good
club.
CM ult there, actually. That saved
Yep.
the whole fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Losing Coffee Cat there really sucked. Almost made it not worth it. But holy crap, that gold change is big, and knocking these guys out the map for a little while.
What is
Gonna-
Radiant's top
What's Coffee's
tower is
MMR,
under
by the way?
attack.
I don't know. I haven't done an MMR chart this season. I don't. Everybody's recalibrating. A lot of, well, actually, there's a lot of people in LD2L that even now are still just using their pre-recal.
Yeah, I
MMR,
mean, just
so-
watching this, it seems like him and Line are both
Dire's
struggling
middle
this
tower
game.
is under
Yep.
attack.
I mean, Coffee Cat is also not a primarily Pause 1 player. He, like I said, was Pause 1 Season 14. He did get most improved that season due to being a major factor, at least in my opinion, in some very major upset victories achieved by his team towards the end of the lineup, like the major victory against the PPM team, which included one of your favorite guys in the whole world, actually, on that lineup, on that particular day, due to a stand-in. Spaz is just gonna throw an ult right at Bristle's back. Doesn't do anything. This didn't help him at all.
Radiant's bottom tower
Don't get me
is
wrong,
under
because it
attack.
does not guard damage from war type units, but it does not matter. He still just didn't do enough damage to get anything done there.
Radiant's
Stero's gonna get run over.
bottom tower
Bloodseeker's
is
gonna
under
pick up a nice kill for
Dire's
himself here, which
top
is not
tower
very,
is under
not anything he's gonna be too sad to
It
see.
is
Dire's middle
very
tower
rough to be
is under
a
attack.
Spearbreaker against a Bloodseeker, I'll say that.
Yeah, I
Really
mean,
stand that hero.
it's rough to be a Spirit Breaker against a Bloodseeker. It's also pretty rough to be Spirit Breaker, I feel like, against the Darkseer. It's like, if you don't immediately kill Darkseer, he just ignores you. Like, you charge Darkseer, and then he just puts an Ion Shell on himself, and then it's like, great, you're not gonna kill him anymore, he's just gonna kill you before he can do anything. Especially when he's balling, and so far Cranberry has been doing a little balling on this Darkseer. Who was it that played the Darkseer last week and missed a million walls?
That might have been against us, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was... Was it Cranberry?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm thinking of AG2L.
Yeah, maybe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, if it was Cranberry, it's definitely a good turnaround since last week. That silence was so well placed by Coffee Cat there. He just completely ruined this whole go for the Dire. Gotham's gonna stick around, try and get something done, but all he does is just walk back into the wall,
Radiant's middle
go down
tower
there.
is under attack.
Double kill for the Witch Doctor. When you're diving the hell out of a pause 1 down at the T2, he gets away and you just lose 2. You do not feel good. You know, and I do think you saw a little bit of what makes Coffee Cat Mr. Most Improved in that fight. Just the use of the skills in that fight, which is very good for him there. And that is what you're going to get out of Comfort sometimes, even if maybe he has been leaning a little much into the Comfort so far this season. I don't know if he's played anything but Bloodseeker in an actual league game, but
Bottom tower
Yeah,
is
I'm
under
surprised
attack.
it's not banned more. Even though he's not, like, destroying on the hero. They play it, what, 1 to 2 times every single week?
Yeah.
Might as well ban
Dire's
it.
bottom tower has fallen.
Especially if it's in a good game for it, like so far this is. Now,
Dire's
if PA
middle
starts to
tower
catch up
has
and
been
really turn
denied.
things around,
Dire's bottom
then
tower
that could
is
turn
under
bad
attack.
real fast. But the good news is like I said before, PA is playing into so much burst damage. It is like, you know, like I said, she comes in, one person explodes, and then PA does too. Burst damage of all different kinds as well. You've got your pure, you've got your magic, you've got your fizz. So it's not like you can just kind of build one item and make it all go away. Like, you're just stuck with that. Even if you could, it's not like Primal Beast is exactly who you want to be building auras on. So they're probably going to come out. I'd be surprised if Gotham doesn't pick up at least like a pipe or something this game. But I'd be equally surprised if it came out anything that looks like quickly, and
Yeah,
that's going to happen to
Does
PA
he have Battle
sometimes as
Fury
well.
yet?
Is under attack.
Does PA have the Battle Fury? Answer is,
Oh
well,
no, not even that close really.
well, no, it's only 450 away because she has enough for the cornucopia.
Yeah, I guess so. What about CM? What does CM have?
Radiant's middle tower is under
Arad of Atos.
It's bots Atis. Okay.
Dire's top
I don't
tower is
hate
under
it.
attack.
I don't like it, but I don't hate it.
Radiant's
Well, I mean,
bottom
it's a
tower
mid
is under
CM. I would
attack.
just be building whatever random crap I could think of too.
Yeah, I would like to see more active, like a Blink BKB, Bongo Boots. I don't know. It's been so long since I played the hero mid. But
It's
something
been.
more active.
I hope it's been so long since most people have played CM mid. To be honest with you, unless
Well,
it's
I
in
play
like
a lot
ability
of
drift.
Stupid
Yeah.
heroes mid when I play mid, so
And that's why you're secretly a crusader or whatever.
it's not a secret.
Oh, there we go. That's why you're openly a crusader. Hey, Spaz is buying an item that I like.
Medallion?
Well, Solar Crest. He's gonna get that one day.
Why do you like it? Explain. In
Um,
this game.
Why do I like it in this game? Because armor interacts with the Quill Spray and you're taking away a load of Bristleback's damage. Basically setting him back a few ticks for armor break if used defensively. And of course you can also stick it on somebody and make him melt. You know, it's gonna be hard even for like the Primal Beast E to usually end up overcoming
I
the
guess
Solar
my
Crest that
question
much.
more is, do you like it better than a Force Staff or a Glimmer or another save item? I mean, he has Glimmer already, I see, but like a
Yeah.
Force Staff or Pavis or something like that.
I think I like it more than the Pavis this game because outside of the Pugna, who has shown so far to basically do nothing this game but die, it really is mostly either like the way you survive things in this game is either tanking physical damage or blowing up the other guy before he blows you up. And Solar Crest helps you both ways there, quite a nice amount. And there is
So
certainly
I'll say,
no log, it's building both.
Radiant
I'm
are
a
scanning.
huge fan of Solar Crest in general, but in this game, I don't think they have enough physical damage on Dire to justify it.
Well, I think if they're building around a Bristleback, which is what they're doing here, I think, yeah, that's more than enough. Like, this guy is going to be like 75% of your damage in most fights. And guess what 75% of that 75 is? Spoilers. Guess what the other
Yeah.
25% is? It's right-click.
That's fair. They also have PA doing minus armor and everything,
Yep.
so fair point.
Yeah, I would say getting both. Like, just stacking it up, getting the... oh, he's going for Bongo Boots first instead, but getting the Solar Crest, getting the Pavis would by no means do you wrong in this game.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think if I was playing the Witch Doctor, I would have gone Lotus, so... that
Even
seems
going
really good this game.
Even with the medallion's still pretty good, just having that. Pretty cost effective as well, so if you're like GRAF and you're having second thoughts about the Solar Crest idea, then even just sticking with that is not a bad thing to have. I think people kind of underrate sometimes the concept of like picking up a Medallion of Courage in a game where like you're not immediately just going to build the Solar Crest right after, or building up the building the drum if you're not immediately going to build bongos, building the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
rod if you're not immediately going to build Gleep on a core, you know, things like that.
The thing about Solar Crest is, it's so expensive.
It
For
is
what it
very
gives.
expensive.
It is very good, it's just so expensive. So Medallion, like you said, it's definitely worth getting by itself. And I do it all the time.
But, you know, just think about removing 70 attack speed from PA.
Yeah, but until
It's
BKB.
funny! Until he gets BKB win, 50 minutes? I guess he's going for its second item, but...
halfway there. He's doing the right build.
Oh
Okay.
man, another great wall coming out from Cranberry Sprite here. Again, if you're Cranberry Sprite, Cranberry Sprite was the guy who was flaming for walls last week. He's really turned it around in this particular game. PA is going to come in on the sides and get rid of the Witch Doctor here. Why doesn't Auto just like ult?
They have nothing to deal with this person back here.
Yeah.
The
good news is-
Abyssal.
Well, the good news is that they got Witch Doctor and the Radiant and a route from what looked like an awesome fight. The downside is they still lost 2 for 1, and Bloodseeker wasn't even there. They, like, kind of convincingly, like, lost a 4v5.
I think if they had more catch, they would have gotten a lot more. That's why I said
Oh, yeah,
I want to see
definitely.
an Abyssal from the Bristleback.
You want to see an Abyssal back? Well, you
Yeah,
ain't seeing
Bristleback
that for a hot minute.
Now.
He's-
like right now.
he's
Don't-
gonna-
What is this?
He's gonna disassemble his Vanguard and go for the,
That's wrong.
yeah.
This is completely wrong.
Yeah, that
and
doesn't
bad.
even work
That's
anymore.
great.
I guess in fairness, it wouldn't work for Octa.
Octarine's a good item, just
Radiant's
not
top
right
tower
now.
is under
You-
It's
you
not
need
even what he's
stun.
building, he's going Bloodstone.
Either way, bad. Stop it.
Are you gonna rub his nose in the Bloodstone at this point?
I'm smacking him right now.
He's not a
Like
dog.
cat. No, he's a cat.
He's Kid Dynamite, not Dog Dynamite.
He's Coffee Cat.
No, Coffee Cat's Bloodseeker. Unless you're implying that Kid Dynamite is secretly, like, he's just playing on Coffee Cat's account. I mean, they are both in the Dogtown clan. I think these two know each other. Unless
They're
you're,
playing against each other. So
Yeah.
maybe.
like, Kid Dynamite's just on 2 PCs. He bet he bet on this match, and damn it, he's gonna get the outcome he wants.
Oh, we got a Dagon 1 now in Nyx.
He's had that for a hot minute. Last time we looked at his inventory, he had one, yeah.
Is this Nyx 3? I don't even remember.
He's 4. The
He's
3
4.
is Arcseer.
Oh, that's right, yeah, last pick.
You know, I
No,
actually
that's other
don't.
team.
I do not
No,
like
it's not
the. Funnily enough, even though I'm usually a major Crimson Guard proponent, I don't like it this game. Because there's
I
going to
think
be.
it's got nerfed too hard to
The-
justify in this game.
There's. I mean, even if it wasn't, there's 2 types of physical damage that you're really worried about this game. The Quill Spray, which doesn't interact with damage block, and the PA crits, which, like, who cares if you block 70 of 7,000 damage, right?
Can you
It's
show
not
his
what you
items
go
again?
for. Who, the Darkseer? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Greaves. So much better.
Yeah, definitely. In this
Greaves
game,
Lotus.
so there is a lot of games where I think, I mean, even if it has been nerfed, and I know that's a scary prospect for people, I do think there are a lot of games where it's like people build, especially on the old Pit Lord, people build Greaves when Crimson Guard actually ends up usually being the more directly helpful option. But certainly in this game, yeah, you would have much rather seen, I think, the Greaves here. He's not even building. Yeah, he just took his energy booster out, so he's not even thinking about building Greaves.
I don't see anyone building on
Hit
the
him!
Dire.
Okay, oh my god, 2 stuns and they almost did neither to this guy.
That's it.
Gotham
Dire's not building
explodes.
Bongo Boots. Bongo Boots is huge on Dire right now. You need that against Wall.
There's Pugna has Tranks, but he's not really thinking about
Spearbreaker,
it.
is he building it? I haven't seen it.
He already has him.
Okay, okay. That's good. I didn't see that
Ugh.
before.
Well, Neeks figured out at the best possible time that the rest of this lineup was secretly doing Roche.
Is there a sentry there? I guess he
Um,
just wasn't in base.
yeah, there's 2 sentries covering the area.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And PA gets the Aegis, linedetail.com. She is 26 minutes is building phase boots. And she replaced the Blades of Attack in her inventory for it. This is a sad PA game.
Dire's middle tower is under
I don't
attack.
like phase boost at all here either. It's been, what, like you said, 20 minutes. It's too long.
It's been almost 30
This
minutes.
should make my life easier.
Yeah. 20 minutes until you could afford it, at least. I
Yeah.
would have rather power treads at this point.
At least has the BKB now, 9 seconds on it to boot.
Send mana to yourself, too. You have 100
Okay.
mana.
Now we're going to roleplay. What would it be like if Giraffe was solo casting this game for like 10 seconds?
Alright, y'all. How's it going? This fucker Line just bought some fucking phase boost. And he should have bought some power boost. What's he doing? I don't know. He has no TP. And he has a fresh BKB. They should fight right now. They need to smoke with his BKB. Send some mana out and fucking kill them. They can do it. Tormentor is up. I don't know why they haven't done it. But
Dire's top
they are
tower
screwing
is
up.
under
This
attack.
is fucking terrible. They should be kicked out of L2L and killed. Is that good? Or is that toxic? Is that too toxic? Oh no. Anani hates me. Oh no. I ruined everything. What happened? Oh, they're about to fight though. They have Aegis on the Bristleback. I don't know if I would have given to Bristle. No, they don't have a Bristle. He's on Phantom. They have Aegis on Phantom. I like that. That's good. Bristle is dying though. They probably should have given it to Bristle because he's gonna play like that. Oh, he's alive because he. I don't know what he has because I can't click him. Maybe
No,
he has
it's
low
fine.
incense.
It's probably the Bloodstone, if I'm guessing.
I was really racist during the pause, by the way.
Oh, that's good. And I was really, usually directed camera is supposed to automatically tab to random heroes, but it doesn't do that. Oh my god, Coffee Cat! Oh my god! He can still just do this. Spaz is very brave here. He's going ultimately to go down.
I will
Holiday
say, it is
likely.
very hard to cast when you can't like choose what you're looking at.
It's true.
I'm already bad at
Yeah.
casting without that.
Now you know.
I think you'll enjoy watching that back, what I just did while you were gone.
Oh yeah.
High quality.
Yeah, I heard a silly accent. That's all I really need to know.
Nah, that's
In fact, you know what?
Real was, man.
I think what I need to do is I need to upload this video without watching whatever it is, and then only watch that later.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Makes Assassin picked up the urn. That was the other item I was thinking about when I was thinking about stage 1 items nobody even considers when they're not looking at the T2.
Oh, you think about that?
No, somebody used the Smoke of Deceit to try and reveal Otto when he was Invis there.
This auto guy picked a bad hero against his Primal Beast.
I gotta
Seems,
question a
that
little
seems
bit
rough.
the idea of picking Silver Edge when you already have a Nyx Assassin on your team, so you know they're going to be putting vision everywhere all the time.
Radiant's top tower.
As a CM mid enjoyer,
Radiant's middle tower
like I
is
said,
under
you
attack.
need a Blink, a BKB, and Bongo Boots.
Yeah. The Aghanim Scepter coming out here for the Darkseer. This is actually not the greatest game for it. I don't think the fake PA's crit. Bristleback can't get worth path stacks. Oh my god! Awesome wall though!
Wall.
Oh, the Witch Doctor actually stopped the Witch Doctor actually stopped the charge there. Very sad scenario where all of the wall illusions got killed because they were hitting Bristleback's back and he just procced his W so many times and just all died. Thinking of died, that's what's happening to the Witch Doctor here. He just popped on PA. Not about more than a couple seconds left on it. It's a little unfortunate.
Radiant
I think they were thinking that there was not an I think they assumed that Aegis had expired already on PA. So immediately Radiant just turns walks away. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I do think we did kind of get a display there. Even the wall on Darkseer is not great, overall this doesn't really seem like that great of a Darkseer game. So going for the Yags here, it's a little interesting. I mean, it's not like having an illusion is a bad thing. It's not going to be as helpful, I don't think, as more auras. Nyx is going to explode.
It seems really hard for Radiant to just kill any hero right now.
Yeah.
They got the past 5 right now, but what are they going to do after that? Die. Use wall again, like you said, it doesn't matter. They don't have a Radiance or a huge like right clicker to wall.
Yeah. They don't have anybody really care. Like, even if PA steps on the wall, again, the fake PA don't crit. Fake PA doesn't do more than just, like, 129 damage, basically. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, after PA's terrible lane, he's up net worth.
Yep.
Doesn't matter anymore. It's kind of the meta right now. Like, it doesn't matter how bad your lane is, as long as you just farm well and take good fights.
There we go, a big turnaround from the original 7-3-3 meta, where the first 20 minutes of the game determined literally 100% of it, and there was never a comeback.
Now it's the opposite.
Unless you buy the, unless you buy a Moon Shard on Faceless Void and therefore can't buy back anymore just because you wanted to solo the Tormentor.
Yeah. That is how you throw the game, though, when you're winning. You just stay and die by yourself.
Yeah. Like, I get the Silver Edge because you want to break the passive on the Bristleback, and that's great. Well, like, I mean, reasonably, in a fight that's competitive, you really shouldn't have that much trouble dealing with the Bristleback. They can't do Tormentor, that's so sad.
Yeah, I can't even take it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Darkseer, you have a pipe! Use it! My man!
I think the CM build is just freaking this game.
This pipe passive or what? They could have taken Tormentor if you did that. Yeah, I don't know, the lineup for the Cranberry Sprite team, I think, is generally solid. This is one of the 1 in a million games where I'm not a fan of the Darkseer, but aside from that, solid general lineup on the Cranberry Sprite team, but like the execution on it is falling flat. You know, when it comes to your, you know, there's a difference between strategy and tactics. This team is strategically sound, but tactically it's kind of falling apart.
I think the Darkseer pick is fine, just because it's so good against the PA lane. But they didn't take advantage of it.
Even if it's good against the PA and lane, I don't, like, you could have, I'm sorry, it's Code Line, pick anything to go in that lane, you know?
He's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's a slight exaggeration, but it's like, if the function of picking the Darkseer was expressly to win lane, I think there were alternative options where you would have a hero that does literally anything anymore after 15 minutes, because, I mean, again, huge, awesome wall. Again, nothing comes out of it.
Spearbreaker is actually doing a ton of damage right now. Or just
a
ton of work in general, not damage necessarily.
Like, you know, Lion is second place net worth again. Okay, he's head-to-head for the Darkseer second place net worth. You had the lane, that's great, but if this is... I think the Darkseer pick is a part of why it's kind of turned into this. I think if you just had like an axe here instead, you had an axe over the Darkseer, you'd just be in so much of a better spot. Like, the lane against PA is 10% worse, and everything else is like 3,000% better, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think the CM mid is actually the problem.
I think they're both problems. I think if the CM was like a decent pick, this Darkseer would still not be a great pick. It still just isn't good, like, against any of them. It's only good against PA and lane. It's bad against Bristle outright. It's not good against the Beast. It's not great against the SB. I mean, it slows him down for half seconds. Except, oops, this guy's got Bongo Boost now, so MVM. You know.
I like Bongo. Good.
It doesn't do much to Pugna, and even if it did, this man's a pos 5. I don't know. No, I don't think I like it here. And of course the CM pick mid has literally not done anything. I mean, I clown on Auto a little bit sometimes because, you know, the guy can come off sometimes like, you know, he likes to put a little bit out there. But I mean, really, seriously, it's not working really so far.
I
He's
mean,
doing
look at
this
that
funny...
attack speed though.
Yeah,
he's
he's-
level 20. He's got attack
Yeah,
speed.
you got that 225 attack speed. That's the day I was born. Unless you're using European date system. That's
Don't
great.
do that. That's wrong.
Dyer is gonna go for Roche here again. Coffee Cat got a pin edge forward, which is nice. Feels so bad for Coffee Cat, because you know deep down this guy is like, at least in some part, like, putting a lot of the blame on himself this game. And I'll be fair enough to say that the Bloodseeker this game hasn't been perfect. Like in the last fight where he just randomly hit Blood Mist and just kind of spilled himself for it. That wasn't great, but like, yeah.
Can you imagine when he's not on Bloodseeker?
Dire's structures
Yeah, there we go.
are fortified.
What does this team do?
Yeah, the completely non-serious mid and off-flame pick here in this game, basically. BlindDetail.com,
Dire's middle tower
taking the
is under
Aegis.
Haste!
Alright, I think they go high ground here and win the fight and then end.
I think Code Line hits BKB for no reason and CM just right-clicks away with haste. They have split themselves up here for not much gain. Oh, that's sad. This is such an atomic blue ball, look at this!
CM does a lot of the damage actually.
Is under attack.
I think is he maledicated? Yeah,
Yep.
he's dead.
Down he goes. Gotham is going to just stomp on the Nyx Assassin and kind. He's going to go down himself.
Otto is actually kind of winning this right now.
Oh. Wow, PA just got herself double dead there.
Otto is winning these fights right now. This is actually potentially terrible for the Dire.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, I think there was a, I was kind of starting to talk about it before that fight broke out. But there was an element there, it's like, there wasn't really a good reason that Dire split up like they did there. Two to top, 3 to mid, and what ended up really happening is that, you know, everybody who stayed top just kind of died. Everybody who stayed mid got there too late to do anything.
Dire's bottom tower is under
This is not a team
No.
that's going to work very well split up like this. They got the Bloodseeker before he got anything, at least. That's nice. The only real beneficiary was the Witch Doctor, who got the Bongo Boops. So that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can't be doing that.
Vindicator's axe, which is weird. I don't like his item.
But it's funny.
What does it do? I don't know what his other
Dire's
choices
middle
were,
tower
but
is under
it's
attack.
definitely not the best one.
That's for me.
Imagine just like
Imagine he got this to
Dire's top
try
tower is
and-
under attack.
eat the Spirit Breaker damage. Problem is, all Spirit Breaker's damage is magical, so having more armor is not, in fact, actually going to help you there.
Yeah,
And
I don't
the
know.
Trample is also magical, so...
any other item would have been better.
Yeah, imagine
Because
he
the
got
worst
it...
possible.
I imagine he got it under the assumption that those two things were not true. Well,
And Cowboy's out of position. Probably dead here.
he has a Xeon disc. Has allowed some members of his team to show up. Kid Dynamite is not okay, he ate the cheese. That's why he's not respecting the Bloodseeker ult here at all. Bloodseeker is in fact just gonna go down. Just not much of a fight here. What is... Oh, it's a
Because
cask,
both
okay. I was like, why
He
is...
died.
Yep,
One buyback.
yep, Pugnut bots. Doctor spotted here.
If he gets out, this no, he's not gonna get out. If he does though, it's okay. Yeah, he's done. One buyback though from Dire, so that saved it a little bit.
Yep. Still a pretty big spill there. Taking Kid Dynamite put a lot of money into a lot of pockets there. It still gave them about half as much. But, you know, you did a 4-for-2 trade, and the 4 came off with half as much money. You know, mathematically that makes sense in a certain light, but it shouldn't make sense in a Dota 2 context.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
KD was just worth
structures
that
are
much personally.
He These dire supports are way more farm than Radiant
Radiant's middle
supports.
tower
Yep.
is under attack.
Yeah, 5 and 4K gold advantage, respectively.
Radiant's middle
Unfortunately,
tower
the
is
only person on the Radiant who's been consistently holding any kind of gold advantage over his dire counterparts the whole game has been Cranberry Sprite, and a lot of that money is tied up in an item he really can't even, like, doesn't even get anything out of, except
Radiant's
him
middle
personally
tower
getting the 8
is
armor,
falling.
basically. That's about it.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's
Take a
bottom
T3
tower
mid,
is
then they
under
back
attack.
off. Slightly unfortunate, you definitely wanted to get more than that, but this is fine for now. Beep. I hope Cranberry Sprite got that guy's license plate. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you hate
I
to
don't
see
think
it.
he kills us, does he? There's no way.
Well, certainly
Oh,
these two
see him
combined
there,
can
yeah,
do the
okay.
job.
Yeah, I didn't realize Sam was there. That's a lot of damage. Holy shit.
I have failed the veil.
Does Sam have BKB?
Nope, is
No.
finishing it up though.
Thank
Has
goodness.
the
Okay,
blade.
he has money. Yeah, okay. That's actually a big difference if he can use it.
CM did good there. Probably rightly assumed that she was getting charged down. Immediately just put herself into the worst possible position for the enemy to have to attack into.
Nyx could have had a better son there.
Yeah. Okay, nobody on the Dire is doing any damage.
Sam's getting gone on and getting stunned through BKB.
There we go, starting to come out a little bit now.
Yeah, this is looking rough for the Radiant.
Coffee Cat. Otto's got a good ult here. There's not really any stuns left. Okay, never mind. NVM.
Yeah. Who cares about ult when you go right click both though? Like,
And, I mean, again, just to say once again, I mentioned earlier, you know, the old 4v5 scenario. That was literally a 4v5, and Radiant lost 3 and killed 0 in that time.
yeah, pretty rough right now. I think it's probably about over.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
I don't
Thieves
know,
are
I-
taking their sweet time getting up here.
Radiant's
I think if they had a better hero mid, this would have been a lot closer.
Yeah. I think change the 2 and the 3 picks, and this does not seem like
Radiant's middle barracks has
Or
fallen.
even
worse
just
there.
give them Nyx
Radiant's
mid
top
and
tower is under
CM
attack.
support.
Yeah, I was really expecting the Nyx to go mid here. I was expecting the J-Bay Classic, but he wants to be an original. And his original plan is to play CM into a bunch of heroes with a lot of burst damage and die in 2 seconds every fight where they look at him. He had one fight where they didn't look at him and he was able to do some damage, and that was awesome for him. But unfortunately, every single other fight this game was just like, see, somebody looks at CM and she explodes. Speaking of people getting looked at, look at how much crap the Radiant is dropping on this fight for no return at all. So many ults went down. All that happened was they lost their pause 1. They gained nothing really.
Yeah, any draft like this where you're gonna have a Bloodseeker of 1, that's gonna happen.
Otto takes 5 steps out of spawn and dies. Somebody's very optimistic about their chances on the Radiant. As oh my God, see it, or the PA lives.
He is manning up.
Madmen are chasing Cranberry into spawn. I don't think that's what you should be doing. Oh my God, Cranberry came out while he was being charged by Spirit Breaker, now he gets to just die. Oh, 17% chance! No, come on, Cranberry, stop trolling the casters. What are you doing, bro? Bro, everyone's just trolling the casters all the time this season.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, no one's actually GGing out before, like, Ancient's dead.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Oh, dead wall and back in, but who cares?
immediately just get pounded on by this. Oh, man, again. Spear Breaker going, taking the ultimate sacrifice there. It's really questionable to wonder what Bloodseeker's doing. Bristleback doesn't care! Okay, never mind, Bristleback cares.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And, Ancient is dying, so now we call the G's. But not before we kill Line one more time, linedetail.com.
Dire victory.
They could have delayed, actually. It was just funny part.
Yeah, they could have delayed and just
They
made
would
me
not have
watch
won, but
the
they
rest.
could have delayed.
They could have made me watch the rest of this cast at 2x speed. Is what they could have done. Oh man, I mean, something has to change about this Cranberry Fright draft strategy. I know Otto's just like, everybody's making bracket, just put me on funny mids. It's like, if you're gonna play funny mids, can you at least play them a little better than this? Like, just not really any kind of impact on this game at all.
I don't even think it's the pick. It's just his build is bad on the pick.
Yeah, I'm sure in an alternate reality, CM does really good against a team with a Primal Beast, a Spirit Breaker, and a Pugnana. I don't know, I don't see it. This is just like, they just put themselves behind an insurmountable mountain and they could not climb it. And let's see if they...
Yeah,
Well, we'll see if they
Sorry,
find their
go
grappling hooks in the next game.